Welcome back to another scout trip. Scout 5 to be exact. This was supposed to be a drill weekend, but the situation didn't lead Evar in that direction. This is the same tired trail we're hiking in on. You see it as he sees it. You'll never get sensationalism or bullshit here. If someone produces bullshit, then it simply means they're lacking the vitality and fortitude to do otherwise. There's much to be done, and there's nothing exciting about this. This will not entertain you, but you may pick up an idea or two along the way.
You done, freak show?
Today, Evar's donning a rather large, heavy-laden rucksack made by Helicon Techs. He opted to leave the chest rig behind today. He is, however, wearing a fully loaded survival smock, along with a P1 pistol and an AK. Our evader stops to fill 2 canteens from his rucksack. His decision to fill them later saves him energy. Though 2 canteens may not seem like a lot of weight now, a finely cultivated and well-rounded habit of saving weight at every possible opportunity can mean the differences between success and failure when the hammer drops. Evar is using chem tabs to sanitize his water. He's never cared for filters. Chem tabs are faster and take up nearly no room in his kit. And what's more is Evar doesn't trust filters. However, he does carry a Sawyer straw water kit in his survival smock for emergencies. Evar never drinks any surface water right from the source, even if it means waiting at the risk of entering the early phases of dehydration. The risk is never worth it if one knows they'll have the opportunity to hydrate soon and safely. You never know what the water is running through to get to you.
This logging road just keeps on fucking going. I'm not going much further down it. I'm wasting time. So I'm gonna ditch my ruck here, and then it's gonna head down there a little bit farther. And I actually got something particular in mind I'm looking for, but if I don't get any clues, I'm just gonna head on back. So I'm wearing my survival smock, and it's got everything in it. So if the hammer dropped, I could still do this. I mean, there's going to be times you got to save energy, and you're going to need speed and endurance, and to be a little slippery bastard. So the rock's going to have to be left behind. So it's not that big a deal. So I can hear a pretty significant flow of water at the bottom of this ridge, and it has me a bit perplexed. But that's why we scout. It's a pretty old road. All the tracks on it are pretty old too. Falls in line with everything I've seen in this area. It don't get used that much.
As it would have it, Ivar ran into yet another intersection in the trail. He likes these for the possibilities they offer. In true Ivar fashion, of course, he took the one that looked the least traveled. However, first he needed to go back and get his rucksack.
So something like this, a little surprise. Right by my rucksack. And that's fresh. I'm gonna guess that's wolf. And Dane just peed on it. If it wasn't for that buckle, you wouldn't even see the rucksack. The little bit of fleck iron I have when it does break it up a little bit, but that buckle gives it away. So letting the water come out and get inside these threads so that iodine gets in there and kills all the bacteria. And it's another piece of scat. Pretty old, but it's on the same trail, about half a mile away, and it's about the third one it passed. So they're definitely marking the territory. And another. This is about 20 meters away from the last pile. You know, this one's not that old, probably from yesterday. But that first one, man, she was still steaming.
These are 2 button compasses that our evader had in his smock that came in quite handy. With the changing of the weekend plans, his kit was inevitably shuffled around and items were switched out. In the melee that was refitting for a scout trip rather than a full 72-hour drill, things were forgotten. There was no real danger of getting lost, but these saved him time and energy.
Alright, so if you're going to pack button compasses in your kit, pack at least 2 and set them on a flat surface, let them do their magic, and make sure they're both pointing in the same direction, because these things are notoriously, well, from my experience, they're generally garbage. I've had like packages of 10 of them and then none of them told me the same direction, no matter how far I spaced them out. But these 2 are pointing north, so.
The scout was progressing smoothly. Our evader was still on the same trail that was selected at the trail's intersection. It seemed to go on forever. The atmosphere was still and dead quiet. Just a slight breeze accompanied by the hiss of the wind passing through the trees. And then, just like that, the sound of fast-moving all-terrain vehicles came crashing through the silence. The sound was just there without warning, like the flick of a switch. They sounded as if they were right on top of the duo. The sound was there, but something wasn't quite right.
A little scouting without scouting. Tells me there's a road over there.
Our evader and Dane continued up the trail that indeed led to a parallel trail from which the sound originated. Ivar knows this because he scouted that road last week. The dots are being connected.
Midday lunchtime. Smoke drying out. Pretty nice spot. Pretty good view of Burn Ridge over there. Lets me know exactly where I'm at. And I got everything pulled in tight as always. And this time I'm keeping the weapon a little closer. Dane's eating shit he ain't supposed to eat. Hey, Knock it off. Tasty is done, but I'm waiting for it to cool down. Dude's over here duding out. I don't know what the fuck that noise was earlier. Got some ideas, but I don't know. So maybe there's a reason why nobody uses this place. Maybe there's a reason why it's so close to town that there's nothing back here but old logging roads. I don't know. I've seen shit back here. I've seen lots of shit. I could write a book on the amount of shit I've seen back in Alaska, in the wilderness of Alaska. But yeah, it's something for another day. Now, I don't like this stuff at all. I should have just stuck with my spaghetti. So I'm burning an S-bit inside its plastic to put the nasty smell in the air. Hopefully cover up the smell of that disgusting macaroni. It was sitting out for a while waiting for him to eat it. Alright, so tasty lunchtime's over. We're just kind of, well, I am, because the dog doesn't have the ability to wander. But I'm just thinking that I don't have enough time to get over to Burn Ridge. It's right there, but right there here is, it's probably a mile. But the train is probably like 8 miles, and I just don't have the time. This weekend was supposed to be a 3-day overnighter, but I was doing PT in the middle of the week and going to the area that normies go to, and wouldn't you have it, that some fucking asshole, like every other fucking asshole, thinks that the dog leash laws in town don't apply to them. And I was wearing a big ass rucksack, and the dog started getting into it, and it pulled this shit out of my spine. And yeah, it didn't happen. So I'm just out here doing what I can do. I can come in from several different ways, and I get here and I have an idea in my head, but it's kind of like that money shot. You get one shot to do one thing during that day, and you're either gonna get it done or you're not, which was build a shelter back here for the next attempt to do a 3-day drill back here. But I still have a couple weeks before I can even try to do another overnighter, and so that'll give me time to come back and build a temporary shelter as an objective, and set out some training pods, you know, survival pods with supplies in them. Dude is asleep. Dude is so asleep. You know, he's a young dog, and wearing him out, that's a testimony to how rough this place is. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'll probably film some more bullshit on the way out. But yeah, I think we're going home now, because I don't have time to go to the base of Burn Ridge and even start a shelter. The day's almost over. So I know it's not the most exciting stuff in the world, but it's honest. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not bullshitting you. Anyway, TIA, never quit. Heard a few more weird noises. Sound like a little child. Whatever. We're finding our way back to the trail. Yeah, squirrels getting naked. And just like that, here's the trail. this lower end of TA Mountain Land is pretty much a lowland swamp. And this is the only way to get out. And on either side of that is just boggy, man-trapping, disgusting, stinky marsh. So, not have much of a choice. But it don't matter anyway. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's TIA. It does feel kind of good on my feet. Makes a lot of noise though. But it's the only way in. 100% the only way in. I need to get back there and do some real training, but I think scouting's gonna take a while longer. I got some family business coming up and I'm not gonna have time for an overnighter, so I'm gonna use that time to get into some more scouting. So that's what I'm talking about. That's on either side. The other side's worse. I'm too lazy to turn the camera around. But this is a gravel bed. Anyway, I ran my mouth enough. Got another hour back to the car. So, yeah, never quit, TIA. And if you're one of my viewers out there that's fighting a war nobody else can see, you are my hero. Never quit, just keep going. You got this shit.